Hello MotoGP enthusiasts, welcome back to ZNGP Today. In the fast-paced world of MotoGP, braking efficiency is just as critical as outright speed. Reigning champion Pecco Bagnaia has revealed a new braking technique he's adopted for 2024, one that has already been used by greats like Marc Marquez and Casey Stoner. This innovation could be a game-changer on the grid. Let's dive into what makes this technique so effective and its potential impact on the championship. With Marc Marquez joining Pecco Bagnaia in the Ducati factory team for the 2025 MotoGP season, all eyes are on how these two titans will coexist. Former teammate Pol Espargaro has shared his perspective on this high-stakes partnership. After 26 years leading Yamaha's MotoGP efforts, Lyn Jarvis is set to retire, leaving behind a legacy marked by championship successes and overcoming challenges. This is reports on Jarvis' journey, his thoughts on Yamaha's evolution, and the future direction of the team. Don't forget to click subscribe button and the bell icon for MotoGP news update. Pecco Bagnaia recently disclosed in a podcast with Andrea Migno that he has shifted to braking with just one finger. While this method may seem more physically demanding, Bagnaia explained that it ultimately offers greater efficiency and comfort during races. At first, braking with one finger was tiring because you apply all your force. But I realized it makes transitions to the throttle much smoother. It's more direct, and over time, it feels more natural. Quote from Pecco Bagnaia. Bagnaia further elaborated on his ability to adapt his braking style based on corner difficulty, using multiple fingers when necessary but relying primarily on this one-finger method for precision and control. While Bagnaia's adoption of this technique is new, it's not unprecedented. MotoGP icon Marc Marquez has been utilizing this style since 2018, inspired by Casey Stoner. Marquez found that single-finger braking allowed for greater sensitivity and control, particularly under heavy deceleration. Meanwhile, the old-school approach, exemplified by Valentino Rossi, initially involved braking with three fingers. Over time, even Rossi adapted, transitioning to a two-finger technique by 2019, as braking systems and riding dynamics evolved. Braking in MotoGP is an art form that has evolved with advancements in technology. Modern braking systems generate temperatures exceeding 600 degrees Celsius and pressures of up to 10 bars, equivalent to lifting 10 kilograms with just one or two fingers. These systems allow riders to decelerate from speeds of over 350 km per hour to 90 km per hour in mere seconds. For Bagnaia, the transition to one-finger braking has been instrumental in achieving smoother transitions and maximizing efficiency during races. Brembo, MotoGP's primary brake supplier, has often highlighted Bagnaia as a reference point for precision braking. With MotoGP bikes becoming faster and more demanding, the techniques riders use are constantly evolving. Bagnaia's one-finger braking is another step in this progression, aligning him with some of the sport's most iconic riders. The question remains, will this refined technique give Bagnaia an edge over Marquez, his future Ducati teammate, in the upcoming season? Bagnaia's success with this method could set a new standard across the grid, as riders continue to seek every possible advantage in an increasingly competitive field. Pecco Bagnaia's embrace of one-finger braking demonstrates how even the smallest adjustments can make a massive difference in MotoGP. With the likes of Marquez and Stoner having pioneered this technique, Bagnaia is in elite company. As the 2024 season unfolds, all eyes will be on how this innovation influences his performance, and whether others on the grid will follow suit. Marc Marquez, an 8-time world champion, has faced a range of teammates throughout his career, from Dani Pedrosa to Jorge Lorenzo, Pol Espargaro, and his younger brother Alex Marquez. But this year, his pairing with Pecco Bagnaia marks a new chapter in MotoGP history. For sure. It's impossible not to say so. They are two very big names. There are a lot of victories and so many titles inside their pit box. Quote from Pol Espargaro. Espargaro, who spent 2 seasons as Marquez's teammate at Honda, believes this pairing will be one of the most closely watched in recent MotoGP history. Ducati's garage in 2025 brings together not only 2 world-class riders but also immense expectations. While the Desma Sedesai is widely regarded as the best bike on the grid, the dynamic between its 2 riders will be critical. Espargaro's main concern revolves around whether Marquez and Bagnaia can collaborate effectively while competing for the championship. It's been a while since we've seen such a strong bike with 2 such strong riders. Like in football, Real Madrid this season, having amazing names in the team but not reaching the best results because of teamwork. The only doubt I have? Are they able to work together as a team while they are fighting for the championship? Because I have no doubts that they will be there. For Bagnaia, this season is an opportunity to reassert himself after losing the 2024 championship to Jorge Martin. Ducati's faith in their 2022 world champion remains steadfast, despite his recent struggles. Marquez, on the other hand, is chasing his 9th world title, potentially his last shot at adding to his legacy. This pairing also marks a shift for Ducati, who have typically focused on nurturing homegrown talent. Bringing Marquez into the fold signifies their ambition to maintain dominance while seeking fresh glory. With 2 championship-caliber riders on the grid's best bike, the potential for internal rivalry is palpable. How Marquez and Bagnaia balance teamwork with their individual championship aspirations will define Ducati's 2025 campaign. Espargaro and others will be watching closely to see if the combination leads to fireworks, or a harmonious path to glory. The 2025 MotoGP season promises to be a thrilling spectacle, with Ducati's powerhouse lineup at the center of attention. As questions about harmony and rivalry linger, fans eagerly await the drama to unfold. Lyn Jarvis, Yamaha's general manager for over 2 decades, reflected on a career that has spanned nearly his entire working life. Starting as a mechanic at 18, Jarvis progressed through various roles in Europe before settling in MotoGP. His journey began in the early 1980s, fueled by a desire to escape England and explore new opportunities. Despite briefly leaving the company, Jarvis returned, eventually finding his calling in MotoGP after Wayne Rainey's resignation opened the door for him. I am a dinosaur, perhaps the last of a species that spends their entire career in a single company. When Rainey left, the Japanese trusted me to take over. It was a great move for me and the company. Quote from Lyn Jarvis. Under Jarvis' leadership, Yamaha achieved remarkable success, winning 8 Riders' Championships with legends like Valentino Rossi, Jorge Lorenzo, and Fabio Quartararo, along with 4 Constructors' Championships. However, the past 2 years have been particularly challenging for the team. Jarvis admitted that retiring in 2023 would have been frustrating, as Yamaha was still struggling to regain its competitive edge. If I had had to leave my post at the end of 2023, the frustration would have been great. We hadn't yet laid the foundations that exist today. Yamaha has made significant strides in the past year, including retaining Fabio Quartararo, securing a partnership with Pramac Racing, and strengthening its engineering team. Jarvis highlighted the contributions of new personnel and technical advancements as key to Yamaha's resurgence. We've brought in engineers like Max Bartolini and Luca Marmarini, and worked with Dallara on aerodynamics. These steps are essential for our progress. One of the most significant changes for Yamaha in 2025 is the transition from their traditional inline-4 engine to AV4 configuration. Jarvis acknowledged the necessity of this evolution to keep pace with the competition. We had the advantage of agility and quick direction changes, but aerodynamics have changed the game. Ducati, which used to understeer, now handles corners like a dancer. The V4 engine is expected to address Yamaha's power deficit and enhance their competitiveness against rivals like Ducati. As Jarvis prepares to step down, he expressed satisfaction with the current state of the team and optimism for the future. His career with Yamaha has been defined by dedication, adaptability, and an unwavering commitment to excellence. I am retiring, yes, but I do so knowing we see the light at the end of the tunnel. Yamaha is in a better place now than it was 2 years ago," Jarvis concluded. Lyn Jarvis leaves Yamaha with a legacy of innovation and success, steering the team through both triumphs and challenges. As Yamaha embarks on a new chapter with a V4 engine and fresh talent, Jarvis' influence will undoubtedly continue to shape the team's path forward. Fans and the MotoGP community bid farewell to one of the sport's most dedicated leaders. Thanks for watching ZNGP Today, and this is your MotoGP news update. See you in the next video.